Well, I guess I can use that GIF again, or that clip of from Independence Day, that great Randy Quaid clip.
Oh, boys! I'm back!
I really didn't think I'd be making another breakdown video about MLB postseason predictions, but MLB decided, hey, I got to keep working on these videos, so there you go. But welcome back to the breakdown. I am your host, as always, Spencer Fannin. And like I said, this video is a revised playoff prediction video for both leagues. I'm not going to split it up into two for the American and National League of the 2020 season, because MLB decided to expand their playoffs, at least for this season. As of the taping of this video on July 25th, this expanded playoffs to 16 is only for the 2020 season, but there is talks that it could be continued in future seasons. But so the first part of this video is going to be explaining the new playoff structure, and then we'll get into the predictions after that. So let's get right into it. Playoffs, it's 16 teams instead of 10, so 8 teams from each league will make the playoffs. You're gonna have they're gonna be ranked 1 through 8, so it's gonna be a true bracket. Unlike what we missed, or what we missed in the in March Madness, because unfortunately with all the health concerns going on, it stinks. But there you go. The highest 3 seeds will all go to the division winners, regardless of record. Then all 3 second place teams will make the playoffs. They'll be seeds 4 through 6, and then you're gonna have 2 wild card teams. 2 wild card teams. There's a better shot. They will be the best record from the teams that were not in first or second place. So you could have 3 teams from one division and 3 teams from another, or you could have 4 teams from one division make the playoffs. And so it all depends on the records of those teams. How it breaks down in the actual structure, like how many games and stuff. The first round of playoffs is the wild card round, and they will be seeded 1 to 8, 1 versus 8. 4 versus 5, 2 versus 7, and 3 versus 6 traditional bracket, and that will be a best of 3 game series hosted by the higher seeded team for all 3 games, up to all 3 games. There's going to be no travel in the series for that first wild card round. Then moving on, it will go to the traditional playoff format. There's no reseeding or anything like that, but it will go to a traditional 5-game divisional series for the winners of the wild card round series, then a 7-game league championship series, and a 7-game best of 7 game World Series, best of 7 game league championship, best of 7 World Series, like normal after that. So it's really they're adding 2 additional, essentially. Well, no, they're actually only adding. No, they are. I'm sorry. They're adding technically one additional playoff team, but everybody's getting the chance to play up to 3 games, and stuff. So, but that's how it breaks down. It's just really 3 additional games of that first round series, the wild card round, but it's more playoff baseball. I mean, it is what it is. I love baseball. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see how it goes moving forward and stuff. But let's get right down into the predictions. If you watch my other 2 videos about the AL and NL predictions, you probably guess where I'm going to go with a lot of these. But because of the new situation and new amount of playoff teams, there might be some upsets you might not see coming. So we'll start with the AL. AL, the division winners stay the same, still top 3 seeds. Yankees number 1, Twins number 2, Astros number 3. Then you've got Rays at seed number 4, Athletics number 5, and I have the Indians number 6. Then the 2 wild card teams for the AL are the White Sox in the seed number 7 and the Angels in 8. So there's going to be 3 teams from both the AL Central and the AL West making the playoffs in this year. How this breaks down. So obviously the Yankees will play the Angels, and then the Twins will play the White Sox in the 2-7. In the 3-6, it'll be the Astros versus the Indians, and then the 4-5, which is technically what would have been the regular wild card game, 1-game playoff, is the Rays versus A's. Now the higher seed will obviously host all those series, so there you go. I have the Yankees beating the Angels, and advancing to face the Rays, who beat the Athletics in the 4-5 matchup. In the 2-7, I have the Twins beating the White Sox. I'm sure my White Sox friends will get mad at me for that, but I just think that that Twins lineup is just too scary. And then the 3-6 matchup is the Astros and the Indians, and I think the Astros will beat the Indians. So then we go into the regular division series round, and it's the 1 versus 4. It's pretty much chalk, at least that first round series, and it's going to be chalk in this one as well. The Yankees will beat the Rays, and I have the Twins beating the Astros to get to the League Championship Series, and I have the Yankees beating the Twins in the League Championship Series and winning the pennant to get to the World Series. So it's pretty much chalk across the board in the American League. Sorry, it's just I think the top of that league is just so good with the Yankees, the Twins, and the Astros. Moving on to the National League. Again, if you've watched my previous video on the National League, you probably know where at least a lot of these teams are. But the 1 seed is the Dodgers winning the NL West. I have the Braves in the 2 seed winning the NL East. And I have the Cubs winning the NL Central. Cubs winning the NL Central, getting the 3 seed. The 2 wildcard teams that I picked previously were the Nationals in second place and the Reds. The Reds were the 5 seed. They finished second in the Central. And then that 6 seed, I have the Padres. I think the Padres will finish second in the West. Then the 2 actual new wild card teams, seeds 7 and 8. 7, I have the Cardinals. And 8, I have the Mets. So you're going to have 3 teams from the NL Central and 3 teams from the NL East. So you're going to have 3 teams from each Central Division. And there you go. How we'll break it down going forward in the wild card round. The number 1 seed Dodgers beat the Mets, the 8 seed, to advance. I have the Reds upsetting the Nationals in the wild card round, so they're the 5 seed. I have the Cubs beating the Padres in the 3-6 matchup. That's a toss back to the 80s series, those 84 and 89 series that those two teams played. And then the 2-7, I have the Braves beating the Cardinals. So it's kind of chalky except for that 4-5 matchup, which could go either way. And then the division series, I have the Dodgers beating the Reds to advance to the League Championship Series, and I have the Braves beating the Cubs in that division series to get to the Championship Series. And I have the Dodgers beating the Braves to get to the World Series. Pretty much the same as my previous video. Yankees Dodgers. I mean, I know it's really chalky and it's favorite, so don't use me as a reference if you're betting anything and stuff. But I think those 2 teams are just juggernauts. And I have the Dodgers winning the World Series, their first one since '88, and all that over the Yankees. I think both teams' lineups are great. I think the starting pitching of the Dodgers is better than the Yankees. I think the Yankees bullpen is probably a little bit better than the Dodgers, but I just think that the starting rotation is where it's going to be. The difference between those 2 teams. So, but it's a quick video. This is a quick video and all that. Wanted to get this out before more games were played and everything. But there are my picks, my revised picks for this expanded playoffs for the 2020 season. Hope you all enjoyed it. We'll see how they go. And all that's going to be interesting. It's going to make these games, every game, count even more than it did before with just a shortened 60-game season, because you can sneak in and then anything can really happen. So, but there you go. This newest episode of The Breakdown. Hope you all enjoyed it. Shoot me a comment, a like, whatever. If you have any other ideas of what I could break down moving forward with sports returning, you have NBA bubble stuff happening. NFL and the NFL Players Association and the owners came to agreement to get training camp started on time. You have the WNBA starting up. MLS has been going on for a while. Same with EPL. Hockey's getting ready to start up. So sports are coming back, which is great. I just hope I hope the bubble isn't going to burst again. So, but this is Spencer Fannin signing off for The Breakdown. Thanks a lot for watching, and have a great evening.